So the NFL season has just wrapped up with Super Bowl 59, and you're looking for another football alternative. You turn on the UFL, you turn on the CFL, and you figure out that it's not your thing. Well, today I'm going to go over a different football league that is played indoors. People may or may not have heard of it, and at times can get a lot of flack. I'm talking about the indoor arena game. Yes, it's been around since the 1980s, but often on and off it has gathered a lot of support and a lot of disapproval from fans and critics around the world. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about the positivity or the negativity of what people like or don't like about it. I'm going to go over the 2025 season and the 12 things you need to know heading into this season's leagues around the indoor football landscape. So we're going to start with the leagues. There are a lot of leagues out there. A lot of them professional, a lot of them quote-unquote minor league. But right now I'm just going to go over the top 3 leagues that you will need to know heading into the 2025 season. First up is the Arena Football 1. Now you can say this is the OG Arena Football League. It technically is. They've been around since, I believe, 89. I want to say 1989. The first iteration was played all the way up until 2008, where they had to skip out 2009 due to financial reasons. They're reborn in 2010, ran till 2019, where once again they had to leave due to financial reasons. Lay dormant up until the 2024 season, where once again they were faced with financial issues, and they pretty much scrapped the plans they had for that iteration of the Arena Football League. And here we are. We have the Arena Football 1. This league is going to start on March 7th, 2025. There are currently 11 teams in the league this season. They will be divided into 4 divisions. They will play 12 games over 15 weeks, with the top 6 teams advancing to the playoffs, where ultimately they are looking for the Arena Bowl championship, their equivalent of a Super Bowl. Next have the Indoor Football League. They've been around since about 2008, I want to say. Right now, there's 14 teams in that league divided into 2 conferences. They will play 16 games over a 19-week regular season, where the top 4 teams in each conference, total of 8 teams, will advance to the playoffs. Their season starts on March 21st, 2025. And the final league that you will need to know heading into 2025 is the National League, the NAL. Right now, there are a total of 10 teams divided into 2 divisions of 5. These 10 teams will compete in 12 games over 13 weeks. The top 4 teams make the playoffs. That's 2 in one division and 2 in the other. Their season starts on March 8th, 2025. Number 2, you have a smaller field. Normally, football is played on a 100-yard field. In the indoor game, the field is played on a 50. End zones are about 8 yards instead of 10. 3. The players on the field, the total of 16 players. 8 on offense and 8 on defense. Whereas in the NFL, you have 22. 11 on offense and 11 on defense. This kind of also extends to the roster size, which is fact number 4 in our facts heading into the indoor arena game this season. In the indoor football, there are 20 players on a roster, where in the NFL there's about 53 players plus you add in your practice squad. So not a lot of players on the field nor on the roster. So a lot of them will have to play double duty, some offense and defense. That should be an interesting of playing if you're new to the game. One thing you also need to know heading into this season or any season, it is high scoring. On average, teams score 50 or more points in a game, which is unlike any other football league. On the defensive side of the ball, the defense has different rules than your traditional outdoor leagues. Only 2 defensive players can blitz, and linebackers must stay within the box till the ball is snapped. As for the offensive side of the ball, wide receivers can only motion one way. In the CFL, multiple players can move forward towards the line before the snap. In the indoor game, only one receiver can move. As for the clock itself, just like outdoor games, there are 15 minutes on the clock, 4 quarters. You have a 2-minute warning. There is a 1-minute warning. The clock runs all the way up until that 1-minute warning, where incomplete passes and out of bound plays stop the clock. Teams must go forward, move the ball forward in order to keep the clock running in that final minute. If they are sacked or moved backwards, the clock will stop. You also have a 25 play clock, and you also have a 25 play clock instead of your traditional 40 seconds in the NFL. Also in the arena football landscape, you have no punting. Yes, there are kickers for an extra points, but there is no punting in the indoor game. So teams have 2 options when they're on the field. One, they can punt the ball, or they can attempt a field goal, or they can either go for it on 4th down. Now, if they attempt the field goal or if they scored a touchdown and they're going for the extra point, up on the goalposts are rebound nets on either side. So this is the goalpost. On either side, you will have rebound nets. These rebound nets, ball hits it, ball is live. Any team can get it, either offense or defense. And it just makes for interesting, dynamic plays. Like anything other. And the thing to know about the indoor arena football landscape 2025, it is a pathway to NFL or the CFL or whatever league you want to go to move up to the NFL. It can be used as a pathway. This is a well-known when it comes to Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner. Not only is he in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, he is also inducted into the Arena Football League Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken. But he got his start before becoming a Super Bowl quarterback with the St. Louis Rams, at the time now Los Angeles Rams. He got his start with the Iowa Barnstormers. And that team is still playing to this day. But that's where he got his start. He jumped around team by team, also with the Packers at one point, the Giants at a certain point. Found his footing with St. Louis and the Arizona Cardinals. Now he's a Hall of Famer, so it is a springboard to other opportunities. And that's why I like a lot of these football leagues, including the indoor arena football, leagues, because I feel like they're underestimated. I feel like they're underutilized. A lot of people don't like it. I'm a person in favor of the indoor game only because it's something different and it gives players a pathway to, bigger and better opportunities. And a lot of these leagues do with their developmental system. The football and the NFL doesn't have the system like baseball or basketball or hockey. So I hope one day that's a reality, but a lot of people need to get on board. But with that, those are 12 things you need to know about the indoor football landscape. We'll be back with more, heading into the indoor football. Down in the comments below, what is your favorite indoor football league? It can be professional, semi-pro, and if you have a favorite team, leave that in the comments. I'll be back with more on the indoor game.